Hello and welcome to a new Blitz video. It's been quite a while since I've last uploaded a video in English and I'm sorry about that. I'm back with the French defense. Oops. Knight to d2 and we have a Tarrasch. Bishop d3 or f4 are the two main moves, I believe. I could try to play with b6 maybe. The main line is just knight c6, I will go with that. C takes, f6, trying to break white's center. Bishop to d6, and here I have a choice between those moves. I think it was a short castle that I played once with bad results. Usually, because we prevent bishop f4, they try to go with this maneuver in order to exchange the dark squared bishops. And this knight usually goes to c3 to threaten knight b5, so I'm not sure what the knight is doing on g3. I also have ideas of e5 sometimes, and the objective is to try to develop the bishop via this diagonal, so maybe the point of knight g3 is to prevent this bishop from ever reaching the h5 square. Okay, maybe bishop d7 simply. Trying to bring my rook to e8. Okay, if I take, then he has queen takes. I will play h6. In case of knight takes, check, I will take with the rook. Also could have taken on h2, but I think his position is quite precarious already, because at any moment now I can try to sacrifice on f3. I think now is the time. I get one pawn for a start. I also have e5, king takes, e4, check, pawn takes, or even pawn takes, trying to put the king in the box. What if I go here, queen d8, king takes this? Not sure that works. Okay, I will go back with my bishop and try to push e5. King g2 will probably be a move for him at some point. Here I wanted to go e5, but maybe he wants queen d3. No, e5, pawn takes. Okay, I will go queen d8, which was what I was trying to play before when my bishop was still hanging. I'm threatening checkmate in two moves. Queen h4, king moves, and queen h2 mate. Think I can... maybe not. If I go e5 and I give up something, then his queen won't be able to be on this diagonal, so pawn takes, bishop takes. Okay, here e4. And I was thinking of bishop h3 maybe, trying to make the rook come in, but I also have this, which looks good. Rook h1, queen g4, king f1. Not really sure what's the follow-up actually. I have knight b4. Queen e2, knight c2, queen takes, knight e3, king moves. Now I have bishop b5. Whew. Okay, king e1, this is mate, and bishop here I could have just captured. Okay, let's have a little look. Not sure that was a very clean game, but okay. Back with some French. I knew up to this point, around here. Yeah, knight g3, I have never met this move. Usually people go knight c3 at some point, trying to take advantage of the position of my bishop on d6 and queen on c7 to threaten knight to b5 and kind of force me to play the move a6 to prevent the knight from reaching that square. Also bishop to g5, yes, this is one of the main moves in general, because in case of short castle, white usually goes for bishop f4, which explains the move queen c7, which doesn't allow this response. But since white really would like to exchange this one for the bishop on d6, they tried to go with bishop g5 and reroute it to the g3 square, after which it will be kind of difficult for black to avoid this trade. Knight g3, short castle. What did he play here? Knight g5. Yeah, just kept on developing. Was not sure if I could take here, but I was afraid of some sacrifices here, but this would have just been okay anyway. I just developed my pieces. Knight here. Yeah, there are 3 pieces near my king and the queen is trying to come, so I didn't capture here. Maybe this deserved some more thought, but h6 looked good enough, trying to force the knight to move. Knight back to a3, I doubled on the f file. And yes, now he has to make sure that I cannot capture on f3 and ruin his pawn structure, because as happened in the game, after rook takes, I'm an exchange down for the moment, but first off I can win a first pawn. And more importantly, his king is very vulnerable. Yeah, I was thinking about e5, but I thought I would miss something, and I didn't play this move eventually, but apparently it was very strong. Okay, this was e takes f3 possible. It was, but not killing. Here just rook f3. Yes, okay. Kind of expected this to be very good, but I didn't see the whole thing, so I preferred not to play it. I played bishop d6 instead to prepare this queen d8, queen h4 without having the bishop hanging on h2. Queen d8, e5, and now it was not good. I should have played knight to b4 maybe to prevent queen d3. Okay, the computer wants bishop to f4. I thought about this move, but didn't really think it was that good, because I thought white didn't have to exchange it, but the fact that my bishop is on f4 also now enables me to jump to g5 with the queen, which I had not thought of. Okay, e5 not good, but only because d takes c5 exists and he can take this pawn. I thought this was still sort of interesting for me, but apparently it was just not working. Here I have to play d4 to stay in the game. Queen d3 loses to e4, amongst others. Rook h1, knight b4. And yes, this was cute. Knight takes c2, queen g4, knight e3. And I can take advantage of this pin here and get another piece before recapturing the queen, which will leave me with 3 pieces for a rook, which is just way too much. Even 2 is a lot. Bishop b5 and mate. Okay, that was a bit of a strange game to come back. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.